Okay, here we are going to differentiate this function, and notice that it's a product of two functions, so we will have to use the product rule. Not only that, we have this to the third power, this to the sixth power. Yeah, we will have to use the chain rule as well. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get to work. I'm going to write down g prime of x for the derivative. Product rule in action, we are going to keep the first function, so x squared plus 1 and then to the third power. And then next, we look at this right here and differentiate it, right? Okay, so bring the power to the front and then minus 1, so we will get 6 parentheses, and the input stays the same, so x to the third power plus 2, and then raised to the fifth power. But we're not done yet. Here we have to use the chain rule. Multiply by the derivative of the inside. Derivative of x to the third power plus 2 is just 3x squared. So now we are done for that part. But that's just the first part of the product rule. Next, we are going to add the second function. I'm going to write that down in red. X to the third power plus 2 raised to the sixth power. And then we multiply by the derivative of the first. Derivative of this right here, again, put the power to the front and then minus 1. So we get 3. And the input stays the same, which is x squared plus 1. And the power right here is 2. So that's what we have. But we're not done yet. Chain rule. Multiply by the derivative of these things, right? So we multiply by 2x. Okay, so far so good. And now let's see if there's anything that we can simplify. We can factor things out. So for example, if you see this part and that part, we can factor out the square, yeah? So that's going to do that. Parentheses x squared plus 1 squared. Good. And then for the red part, this is to the fifth power, this is to the sixth power, so we can factor out to the fifth power. So parentheses x to the third power plus 2 to the fifth power. And next we see that here we have 3 and we have a factor 3 right here as well. So we can factor out 3, right? And so far they are just all multiplying. And we also see that we have x squared and this is x to the first power, so we can factor out an x. So these right here are the common factors. And now let's go ahead and put down the leftover. So firstly, we have this to the third power, but we only factor out 2 of them. So we have parentheses x squared plus 1 to the first power left. And then we will have the 6 right here. And let me just put this down in red, just to keep the same color. This is out. This is out, but then this was x squared. This is just x. So we have one more x here. Good. Okay, for the second part, we add this. Well, we need one more factor, right? Because we only took out 5 of them. So we will have a parentheses with x to the third power plus 2 to the first power. 3 is out. This is out. X is out, but we need this 2 in blue. So we multiply this by 2. So far, so good. Looks really nice. And perhaps we'll just clean this part. So I will take this and distribute. We will get 6x to the third power plus 6x. And then take this and distribute. We get plus 2x to the third power and plus 4. Combine this and that. And everybody here is in the parentheses, right? So we'll combine. And we will end up with 8x to the third power plus this 6x plus 4. Everything has a factor 2. So perhaps I'll factor that out as well. So we have 2 parentheses 4x to the third power plus 3x plus 2. Yeah, whew. Okay, now I'm just going to put everything together. So we have this, and that multiplying. Check this out. We have the 3 and the 2 multiplying together. Alright, so that would be what? That would be purple. It's a 6. Right? So it's like that. Okay? But anyway, we have the x in the front, so perhaps I'll just keep the same color just to make it pretty. And we have that, which is parentheses x squared plus 1 to the second power. And then we have that, which is x to the third power plus 2 raised to the fifth power. And lastly, we have this part, right? So I'll just put down this parentheses in black, and then we have all that. And I will just keep this in red, and I guess 4x to the third power plus 3x plus 2, and then close parentheses. Yeah, so that's it. right? That's it.